My name's Paul Simpson. I'm a floating support officer. I've been in the post now for 10 months. So the main responsibilities of a floating support officer are really to assist people that are vulnerable, that may be at risk of losing their tenancies. So it's kind of a hand-holding service just to explain that whole housing legislation scenario, which can be quite difficult to follow through, especially if you've not been in that situation before. So it's really about holding someone's hand and working with them throughout the situation and liaising with the various authorities as necessary. A typical day would be essentially you set your own diaries up. So I would know the day before what I'm doing today, for example. So it could be making some phone calls first thing in the morning just to make sure that your clients, if you're going out to see clients, that they're still able to commit to the meeting. Then it would be going out to do some home visits, talking to clients, following up on some of the work that we might have done in the last week. So in between those visits, things that the client has been asked to do as part of their own progression, and just coming back and making sure that those things have been done. If they've not been done, we look at reasons why and potentially how we can move forward from where that position is. But it's essentially about working with people on a regular basis and just helping them steadily to progress from where they are moving forward. It could be a citizen's advice visit, somebody just supporting somebody to get the information they need from a professional body, or it could be as simple as just doing a quick budget check with someone just to check what their incomes and outgoings are. So across the board, anything that really is impacting somebody's lifestyle, which is having an effect on their tenancy, is something that we look at doing. And if we can't help ourselves, we can always signpost to agencies that can. The best thing is really it's having the freedom to work with people and to use your own personal skills to support people in a practical way, and just having that freedom. Obviously you work within the company's boundaries, but it's just nice knowing that you have that freedom to assist somebody at no matter what position they are in their life. But if they need support, that you can draw on as many skills as you have and as many skills that other people in the office can have as well, just to try and drill down and hone a support package for that individual. It's not always the case that the floating support officer is welcome with open arms. There is elements of distrust initially. Some clients have been through various authorities themselves and are maybe mistrustful of another organisation claiming to come in to give them some help. So that can be challenging in the first instance. And obviously people do disengage. When you're at a point potentially where you feel that life is progressing, particularly in terms of the client, it can sometimes be that the support that we have offered is no longer required. And sometimes it does happen that clients tend to drift away rather than making a break as such and talking to us and saying, look, we don't really feel that we need that support now. Thank you very much for your help, but I feel pretty much self-sufficient now. So sometimes disengagement can be challenging as well. But we try to work with everybody as best we can in a way that works best for them. I've worked with a couple of clients that at the point of referral had attempted to take their lives because of the situations they found themselves in. And so with that whole practical support, which we try to offer in terms of supporting people to move forward, there's always been that empathetic side as well. And watching someone who clearly is going through a bad phase and building a relationship with that person in terms of encouraging that person that the next day things could be better, the next week things could be better. And seeing that process through to the point where clients almost don't recognise the person that they were at the start of support. And that's not just down to the work that Southdown does, it's down to the individual's resilience as well. But sometimes people just need to start believing again that they can achieve. And that's been, in those two instances, those are the two things that I'm most proud of at this point in time, just seeing those two people progress. I wanted something where I could continue working with people and in a supportive way. I liked the idea of being autonomous, of being in control of my own working week to a degree, and as I said at the start, putting together my own diary. But also it's the flexibility that the role offers as well. No 2 days are the same, or you could all argue that no 2 mornings are the same. And I think it's such a rewarding job. Essentially we're in a time where housing is one of the things which not a lot of people understand how housing works, and also the fact that generally the housing stock is so limited. So it's a challenging environment immediately from day one. So even if you can't hit the ground running as an FSO, there is so much to learn that within a few weeks you feel like you are running. And that's what I really like about the role. It wasn't that clear to me at the start, but having got involved with it, it's a really rewarding role, and glad I've made the change. The training that Southdown offers is second to none in terms of preparing you for understanding that whole legislation that's out there. In terms of emotional and moral support, I couldn't ask for any more. My colleagues in particular are all supportive. We all understand the stresses that we go through on a daily basis, and there's always someone who's out there that will always try and put a smile on your face and just say to you, come on, you've had a bad day, but tomorrow's another one. So in terms of training and support, I couldn't ask for any more.